What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Another late upload today. We actually got some appliances delivered, so I've been busy like all day at taking out the old appliances, putting in the new ones, like installing everything, and we ran into a couple problems and stuff. We have to run a new water line and all the kinds of bullshit, so I just been busy with that all day. I just had enough time. We're actually cutting it pretty close to the deadline. I got like an hour and 15 minutes before tomorrow in my time zone anyways, as of my recording this video, so I just had enough time to jump on, grab a gameplay for what I wanted to talk about, and start making this video. I finished my daily as well, but for this video we're talking about melee weapons. But before we get into that, I just want to clear up a few little housekeeping issues. Yesterday, apparently there was some kind of YouTube-wide, like web page-wide glitch or something like that. So not a lot of people got videos sent out to their sub boxes. So basically, you may not have gotten a notification, or you may not have seen that I actually uploaded a video yesterday. I actually uploaded 2 videos yesterday. I did a video and a live stream. So if you missed any of those, they will be linked in the card in the top right corner and in the description down below. So make sure you check that out right after you're done this video. If you didn't happen to see my videos yesterday, just making sure that everybody can get my videos every day. If you are curious, if you ever run into like an issue where you don't get a notification, or you're not sure, it doesn't appear in your sub box and your subscriptions or anything like that, that I've uploaded a video, come to my channel and check. Like, actually put into the search bar BlackTideTV. I try my best to upload a video every single day. If I do not upload a video, I will mention it on Twitter at BlackTideTV, so make sure you're following me over there as well. Now, without further ado, let's jump into this video. Today I want to talk about some melee weapons. There's probably only going to be one contraband drop before the end of this game. I don't know if we're going to get a November contraband drop before Infinite Warfare actually hits shelves. So I do believe that there's going to be one more major weapon drop. Ranged weapons, melee weapons, all sorts of crazy stuff is probably going to happen in October. October, again, Halloween, so we've got like some really cool themes we could see. We could see new specialist themes. We could see all kinds of crazy things. I have a feeling, like, I've got this picture in my brain of Firebreak with that big kind of astronaut looking headpiece, but it's like a jack-o'-lantern or something. So I'm thinking we're going to get some Halloween themed kind of costumes and maybe some weapons and stuff like that that are going to be more relatable to that, mostly melee weapons. And I was thinking from that, I just kind of started building on that idea, and I'm like, okay, melee weapons, what could we see for Halloween melee weapons? I started thinking, well, what melee weapons haven't we had yet? And then I was like, I know, I've got a great idea for a video. Let's talk about all of the melee weapons that they've missed so far that could be put into the game at some point. They could put any of these melee weapons in at some point. First, I want to run down actually some of the weapons that are a little bit licensed by other companies and stuff, so they're likely not going to happen, but I've seen a lot of people ask for them. And then I've got, in a couple of different categories, a bunch of melee weapons that haven't hit the game yet that would be really cool if they did come into the game. If you thought there was a lot of melee weapons in this game, I think there's like 18 right now, you have no idea. I made a huge list here, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. So starting with the licensed weapons that are less likely, because the actual rights to use these weapons are owned by different companies. But we've got lightsabers. That's like a #1 thing that everybody wants, is the lightsaber from Star Wars. Probably not going to happen just because Star Wars owns the rights. Like Jon Snow's sword, Long Claw, would be cool, but I don't think it's going to happen. Though a classic bastard sword, no pun intended, would be very cool. Captain America's shield would be awesome, but again, I guess people would expect to use it as like a riot shield or something, or even just use it as bash people or something. But again, it's owned by Disney, and it's a lot of money to actually get Disney to provide us with the rights to that kind of weapon. We've got like Gandalf's staff. I don't know. I'm just like writing down all the kind of weird shit that you might see, but it won't be exactly like they could put these things into the game, but it won't exactly be like that. It would be like some knockoff version of it. They couldn't actually do the licensed version of these weapons. So moving right along, we've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is kind of different because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles all use different actual real-life weapons. We've already had 2 of them in this game. The katana is a sword that Leonardo uses, and we've got the nunchucks, which is the, well, I don't really know how to explain. They're nunchucks that are used by Michelangelo. So there's 2 other turtles. Raphael is the shuriken. That's like a 3-pronged kind of dagger. That would be really cool to get in this game. I could only imagine like the cool things that you could do with the taunts. And Donatello's bow staff. So that's just like a staff. An alternative to that would be like some kind of spear or something. We haven't seen a spear-shaped melee weapon yet. That would be really cool. Moving on from that, spears, 2-handed weapons. We've got 2-handed classic weapons. So warhammers, battle axes. We do have the slash and burn, which is more of like a chopping wood axe, like a fireman's axe, but like a battle axe, like a two-sided like halberd, or like some kind of really crazy battle axe would be really cool, or a bastard sword like I mentioned earlier, a two-handed like big like cleaving sword. That would be really awesome. From swords we're moving into knives. A butcher knife, I'm surprised this hasn't made it into the game yet, like the big square butcher knife. That would be really cool. A stiletto, which is kind of like the malice. It's like a really thin kind of blade, or like a pen knife, or maybe a switchblade. We haven't seen switchblades yet. A machete. I'm surprised there's no machete in this game. Moving on, kind of in between knives and zombies classics, we've got the Bowie knife. Why is this not in multiplayer? Like, you can get camos on it in zombies. It would be really cool if they brought the Bowie knife into multiplayer. Moving on, for zombies kind of melee weapons and stuff, the Der Eisendrache plunger, the Mob of the Dead spork, whatever other zombies melee weapons there have been over the years. I was never a really big zombies player before like Black Ops 2, so like Black Ops 1, World at War, I don't know if there was any special melee weapons, but they could be introduced. Halloween kind of horror themed kind of weapons. We've got a shank, like a prison shank. That was kind of my transition between Mob of the Dead spork and the Halloween horror theme of, I don't know, like weapons or something. So a shank would be really cool. A chainsaw. I don't know how they could do a chainsaw with keeping it silent. It would probably have like a low rumbling noise, kind of maybe like the Enforcer, how it kind of has that sparking noise in the background all the time. A straight edge razor. That would be really cool. That could really go with the Halloween kind of theme. Grim Reaper's scythe. So like an actual scythe, not like the scythe machine gun thing that Reaper has, but an actual like a two-handed like what do they use it for? For like cutting down wheat, like those big huge scythes. Those are kind of like a classic kind of horror themed kind of weapon. That would be really cool. Nice big two-handed scythe. And then lastly, I have sports, like sports related stuff. So the first thing is an ice pick. This would already be in the Call of Duty files from Modern Warfare 2. They had ice picks where you're scaling, like in the campaign, you're scaling like ice walls and stuff. So an ice pick just like that would be fine. Take a page out of Fallout 4's book with pool cues. We could have a croquet mallet. I don't know. We could have a golf club and a hockey stick, which brings us nicely back around to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because Casey Jones in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles uses a hockey stick. Those are just some of my ideas for melee weapons that we could see in this game. If you have any ideas of your own that I've missed, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you did, and I'll see you guys on the next video.